Hi everyone, it's your girl Savannah, and I'm back with a new video. And this is gonna be more. I'm starting to realize my videos are like rants and conversations. I don't have anything scripted. I just talk from what comes from the mental, So just follow along, okay? And whatever resonates, you know, give it a thumbs up if it resonates. If it's helping you any type of way, if it gave you any type of clarity, but on today's topic, I'm going to be talking more on not taking things personally. Okay? Not taking things personally and the dangers of taking things personally. There's something very dangerous about taking things personally. You literally stop your own blessings when you take when you take things personally. When you take things personally, you go down this rabbit hole whether you want to or not because you're sitting here allowing what another person said or another person's actions basically take course on what's going to happen with you or how you're being perceived or viewed. Okay? When you take things personally, you're blocking your blessings. When you take that person ignoring you personally, or you take that no, or you take what they said, you let them dictate their opinions over your life. They don't know you like you know yourself. Okay? You're the one that goes to sleep at night with your mind, your mental. You're the one that wakes up and you take care of your own self. You do the work you do for many, many reasons. And somebody's opinion or somebody's action should never be something you take to heart. You don't know what they're projecting. You don't know what they got going on in life. And they can simply just be, not that interested in what you got going on. And that is okay. But what is not okay is for you to take their actions and what they do stop you from continuing to build and to literally dismantle everything you have built and have you questioning your own worth. That is not okay. If somebody ignores you when you're offering something, or when you're offering something and they just straight up ignore you, that doesn't give you the permission to stop. That doesn't give you the permission to be like, okay, well, I tried, God. I tried putting myself out there, or whatever the case is, or, whatever type of rejection that, you trying and then saying no does not say anything about what you got going on for yourself. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't give you an excuse to stop. It doesn't give you an excuse for anything. Okay? There's no need for you to take things personally when you know exactly who you are. When you know exactly who you are and the exact reason why you do the things that you do and what keeps you motivated, you wouldn't give a fuck what people got going on and what they say and how they ignore you and whatever. You wouldn't give a damn. You just wouldn't. Because they're not the fuel that keeps you going. They're not the thing that's pouring into your light. You are already the light. And you're just trying to share yourself. You're trying to share whatever that is, that thing that may be. Okay? So rejection was never meant for you to stop. It just wasn't for them. You're not like ice cream. Not everybody's going to enjoy you. Not everybody's going to like you. In fact, being liked by everybody is usually you're playing an act. You're not really being truthful. You're not being authentic to yourself. Something is off. Okay? People are going to form their opinions. People are going to form their opinions. And some people are going to purposely try to stop what you got going on because they have something going on within themselves that they see you and it's like too much. So they might try to humble you, bring you down, you know, for whatever reason. And it's not still. You have to keep going because at the end of the day, this is your life. This is your life. And you're in charge of it. And when it comes to that end of the day, you know, when you're ready to like judge yourself for what you've done, you can't sit here and be like, well, I stopped because such and such said this about me, or they just straight up been ignoring me and I haven't. No, that is not enough. It's not enough. Those are just excuses that sound good. But we all know at the end of the day, you stopped your own self. You stopped believing in yourself. That's what happened. And you was looking for an excuse to stop. You was looking for that, basically that validation to, yeah, I ain't worth it. Because only you can make yourself stop, regardless of what's going on in the outside world. Only you can make yourself really, truly stop and come to that decision that you're going to stop building. You're going to stop believing in yourself. And all because you took what another person said about you personally. You took it to heart and you identified with it. Sad tragedy. Very sad. You gotta be so in tune with yourself and so me, like it's my team, it's me, it's like it's all about me, that when that moment happens where you're ignored or they purposely try to hurt you with something that they say about your talent or they try to reject you in any type of way, you got your shit so in the bag that it's just like, all right. All right. That's you. But I know somebody that loves it. I know I love it. Mhm. You got to like actually sit with yourself. Be on your team. It feels good to be on your team. It's the biggest, like it's the greatest accomplishment you could ever do is be on your side. You're going to be alive, right? And this whole experience, you're going to be carrying yourself the whole time. All the way until you're out of here. You know? So why not love and, you know, be proud of who you are? You know? Don't wait for other people to applaud you. Don't wait for other people to give you that permission. You got to keep doing it because of you. That's why, regardless of who says yes and who says no, you do it for you at the end of the day. You're not waiting for no validation. You're not waiting by the phone for somebody to answer. You're not waiting for nobody. You're on your own course. You're on your own timing. Okay? And whoever, sorry, my phone, and who's ever with it is going to join, you know? But don't build yourself on somebody's opinion, on somebody's actions. You don't know what they got going on. You don't know how they perceive you. You don't know nothing about anything. So when you get rejected or when you get ignored or whatever the case is, that's not meant for you to be like, okay, now that's it. That's it. Because that's just an excuse about what you already been feeling about yourself. You know? So taking things personally will block your blessings. It will block your blessings. Dismantling, starting over, going down a rabbit hole assuming it's gonna block your blessings, and now you're creating resistance with who you are, because at the end of the day, that is all time being wasted. You could be actually pouring into yourself. Instead of sitting there waiting for somebody to give you permission, you go ahead and you take that spot. You say, I'm gonna go ahead and do it because I already gave myself the permission. I already know who I am. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Right? When they ignore you, that's not meant for you to be sitting by the phone, waiting while you're in silence. No, you go ahead and you go and continue your life. You don't stop for nobody. Okay? So yeah, that's it. That's all. That's my little rant for today. Don't take things personally. Don't take things personally. It will block your blessings. All right. And you guys, go ahead. If this resonated, thumbs up, leave a comment below, and catch me on my next video.